This is how these are going now, so we're just gonna make do. I don't want to be like one of those people that uses their kid for views, you know, but she won't have it otherwise. Is that better? This movie is solid. It's just in the pocket. The names that are attributed to it make everything great because you're like, ooh, I'm gonna go see a movie that has all these names in it. And specifically, you know, two really great actors, not even like one that's considered greatest of all time. So this movie is decent. I mean, I didn't really enjoy it as a whole, but I think that the cinematography, the acting, and, you know, some of the screenplay, but not all of it, mainly the monologues is what I'm mentioning, really, you know, give you something to grapple with and hang on to. But with its runtime and how slow it takes to tell all of that or give you all of that, it just doesn't make sense. There are some competing, like, contradictory themes as well, with like being out in the forest and whether or not you like nature and is it a prison and like all these things, which I got from a Reddit thread, which is pretty interesting. I think for me watching it though, this is passable. You could miss this one and it wouldn't be that bad. But if you like Daniel Day-Lewis monologues and you like Sean Bean, you'll like this one. I think otherwise there's not a whole lot to say about it. There's some interesting choices on when they move the camera in a different way, and there's some interesting like dichotomies like I mentioned before, and there's also some interesting like the way they develop information is interesting. So that's actually, I would say, good writing. I think everything around that just plays it so slow and close to the chest that it feels like it loses itself, and maybe that's some of the point. And you know, there's this, they're dealing with memory and they're dealing with guilt, so you know, what does that actually mean and how does that play out over a whole film? To each their own. But I will say that it's crafted well enough that it's not bad, and there's some umph to the ending, right? There's some good emotional tie-in in the last few shots, and I think it works. I think because these actors are so good, it makes up for the rest of it. And the directing's not bad. It's not, like I said, it's not like a horrible first outing for Lewis, but like in general, I just think this movie lacked a lot, but it's not that it lacks so much that it was just something I would put in lacks, because there is some emotional weight, and it does pull through on that and deliver on that, even though it just takes forever. But the best thing about this movie is the Daniel Day-Lewis monologues and the Sean Bean reaction, because their nuanced acting is what makes this thing solid. So, am I totally off base here? What do you guys think? Do you think Daniel Day-Lewis is the greatest of all time? You know, and is he continuing that even though it's just for his son and it's a little nepotistic? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.